So everybody ready for a little Contenders football tonight, hopefully? Uh, yeah, I'm thinking we might have some good luck. I feel like we're due for a big hit, don't you think? I mean, I kind of think we are. But anyway, we're going to go over a little bit of information here before we actually get started ripping. So while everybody is getting in the room and getting settled, I am going to move on with that. If I can click the right button, that is. So feedback is set to be automated on eBay. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you are instantly going to get positive feedback in return. And of course, the other thing there is to say thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, hanging out with me, keeping me company, and all that fun stuff. We're going to take a look next at what's coming up in the days ahead. So tomorrow night, it will be another case of Leaf Metal Draft Baseball Jumbo Size. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all off nights. We'll come back on Tuesday night and open a case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. I think next Wednesday, is certified basketball if they haven't moved it. So, of course, that's not listed yet, but it'll go up on eBay tomorrow, provided that I get confirmation that it is, in fact, coming on Wednesday, like I think it is. Now, as far as shipping for tonight, here's how it's going to work. I think everyone's going to pull cards of some sort, but if for some reason you got skunked and did not pull a single card of any sort, not even a base card, you will still get a package in the mail. It would have consolation card or cards in it, and it would ship out the door when the rest of the break goes out, okay? Now, the other thing I need to make you aware of, we've had a winter storm that has come through here. We've got a lot of ice. We had a lot of freezing rain. We've still got a lot of ice hanging on everything. So there have been some area power outages, none here yet, knock wood. But they're telling us that we may have more power outages as branches and trees continue to fall. And oh boy, another storm front on the way. So good times. If for some reason I do lose power, it would result in possible shipping delays, etc. So please be aware of that. As it stands right now, I'm going to try to get this out the door on Monday, obviously plus or minus a day, and assuming that I haven't lost power or anything of that nature. So this is a 4-box third case break of Contenders football. This is our second break of this particular product. It ended tonight on eBay, same night we're breaking it, which is Thursday night, the 11th of February. Our team names can be found on the left-hand side, and the eBay user ID of each winning bidder is across from their team on the opposite side. All right, so that is how all that goes, and yeah. Otherwise, I've only got to do one more thing, and that's change up the focus. So you will notice that your background is getting blurry. That is very much on purpose. Please don't be too worried about that, because we want to see the cards up nice and close. We don't care what's in the background now, do we? At least I don't. You probably don't either. Here's what we're looking for. 5 autographs per box, including one of them being on card per box, one of the 5. And of course, Panini's favorite words, they're tacked on the end in tiny little letters, on average. Yeah, they always like to tell us on average. So what that means is if they accidentally mess up and leave out a hit, that is a little CYA for them, since they say on average. It also covers the instance where we might pull a points card. And if we pull a Panini rewards point card, that most likely means that it replaces a hit. If that happens tonight, we will use random.org to give out any points cards that we might come across, okay? So all the cards do ship in here, including the base. I'm sure that we're going to see base of some of our hot rookies, you know, your Burrows and your Herberts and your Tuas and etc. And we're not necessarily going to stop on those if they're straight up base. I mean, I'm not necessarily going to stop and say, here's this, here's that, here's the other. You're going to see it probably go by. And yeah, some of that stuff will sleeve live. A lot of stuff like that I would actually sleeve after the break. But if we come across something that needs to be sleeved, of course, it's going to get done. Numbered things, autographs, that sort of thing will sleeve live, obviously. But some of the other stuff might be done after the break on the base cards and things of that nature, since there are quite a few cards in each box. What else do we need to know about this? I think that's probably it. I think everybody probably knows pretty well how this product works. Man, I was hoping, you know, I like Patrick Mahomes. I was really thinking that he was gonna come away with another Super Bowl, but they just did not have anything go their way, did they? Tampa Bay just beat the stuffing out of Kansas City. Really did. It's the worst game Patrick Mahomes has ever had in his young career. But of course, it wasn't just his fault either. There were balls that should have been caught that were dropped and calls that were somewhat controversial, a couple of them, but that always happens. And injuries and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, we'll see him in there again. That will be the last time you'll see Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City in the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure. All right, so base cards, we're going to cut through them at a pretty good path. We're not going to waste any time, let any grass grow under our feet for those. Our inserts will go a little slower in the first box here, just so you can become familiar with them. That's an example of an MVP insert, as you saw, unnumbered, but insert nonetheless. This is a different type of insert, and we have got the Vikings on it. It's called round numbers. We'll find several of those as well. We might occasionally even find one that has two different teams on it, and if we do, we'll use random.org to award at the end of the night. Let me get some sleeves out on the table here. And I believe we're going to have our first hit of some sort. It is Adam Troutman, and indeed, our first autograph hit of the night. It heads off to the Saints, New Orleans. A different type of insert. This is a Rookie of the Year insert, and just because I happen to have it in my hand, I'll go ahead and sleeve it now as opposed to later. And that, of course, your rookie quarterback there for the Chargers, Justin Herbert. This is a legendary insert. We'll find loads of those before it's all said and done. And another Rookie of the Year. And there are, of course, loads of those little advertising cards. I do generally just try to show you both front and back because sometimes there'll be a card stuck to it. And if that's the case, we, of course, would want to know that, right? So that's why I flip them. Rashard Lawrence, and that is out for the Arizona Cardinals, our second autograph out of this box. Another MVP, also going to the Saints. Round numbers, but same team, so we don't have to set it aside. Now, this is a numbered MVP. As you can see, they are numbered on the front when we do find those that are numbered. And it is Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings giving us our first numbered card of the evening. And next up is a winning ticket. Sorry, I just saw I stacked a little advertising card over there and I wanted to pick it up because I don't want it over there. Cam Newton and the Patriots on a winning ticket insert. And what else do we have? This is round numbers. This is two different teams. Yeah, we talked about that earlier. We're going to set it right up there into our housekeeping area. And what will happen is at the end of the break, we will use random.org, and any of those we have that have two different teams on them, we'll award them using random at the end of the night. There's another winning ticket, that one for Green Bay. Another Rookie of the Year, Denzel Mims for the Jets. Yeah, so I guess by now everybody's heard the rumblings coming out of Seattle. You know, sounds like Russell Wilson either wants to have more control or wants to kind of, I think that's it. I don't really think he totally wants out of there. I think it's a little bit of a power play, but I don't know. Interesting dynamics. We have a redemption. It's going to also set up there in housekeeping. We will flip it over at the very end of the break and then go to the Panini website, find out what, if anything, it's numbered to, etc. And that would represent autograph number 3 from this box. The redemption does. KJ Osborne and the Vikings. That would be autograph number 4. There's an MVP Tom Brady insert for Tampa Bay. And a Rookie of the Year, Higgins, T. Higgins, for Cincinnati Bengals. I guess by now everybody's seen the party boat too down in Tampa Bay, right? Jared Goff MVP for the Rams, where the Bucks went out, to do, I guess, their parade or whatever. Instead of doing a big parade because of COVID, they did kind of a boat parade. Is that the right way to say it? Crochet and the Ravens. That is our fifth and final autograph out of this box. And we've got two different teams here with Herbert and Jordan Love. So we'll put it up there in housekeeping. So yeah, not only were they having a lot of fun, I'm sure you probably have seen by now Tom Brady taking the Lombardi trophy and tossing it from one boat to the other, which is just crazy to even think about. And then, of course, my favorite part is him coming off the boat just absolutely drunk off his tail and somebody having to help him like walk and stand up straight. It's definitely not the Tom Brady you normally see, but anyway. I guess if you win 7 Super Bowls, you're entitled, right? I guess so. So on we go here to box number 2. Nobody in chat tonight. Everybody's quiet. I don't think we're going to have any power issues tonight, but just FYI, if you didn't hear me talking about it earlier, we do still have a tremendous amount of ice on all the trees and power lines and etc. And they are still saying that they expect there to be additional power outages. So if for some reason the power were to go out, the break were to suddenly stop in the middle here, that would probably mean that the power went out and there wouldn't be anything I could do about it until it came back on. If that did happen in the middle of our break, of course, I would immediately stop breaking, obviously, with no power, but also would reach out to anybody involved in the break when the power came back on, and we'd finish it up at that point, whenever that might be. So I don't think that's going to happen tonight. I hope not, but you never know. At 3:30 in the morning last night, a big chunk of a tree came off at my neighbor's house and woke me up. It sounded like a freight train had run into the house. Never heard anything that loud in the middle of the night. It was crazy. But it was a huge limb that just got weighed down, by all that ice and just completely cracked off and landed with a giant crash. So that wasn't entertaining at 3:30 in the morning, but fortunately didn't damage my neighbor's house. So that was the good news. This is Divine. Oh boy. Well, we're just going to stick with Divine because I can't pronounce that. That is Jacksonville. I do well to pronounce the easy names. Same team there, so we don't have to worry about it going up into housekeeping. And there is a Jake Fromm Rookie of the Year. A winning ticket, McCaffrey for the Panthers. I always have a big stack of those advertising cards by the end of the night, which I love. I need them to get replenished. A legendary insert for the 49ers. And looks like we have hit upon another autograph. It brings us to Russ Blacklock for the Houston Texans. Behind it is an MVP insert for Matty Ice and Atlanta. Give him one back for the Falcons. Got two different teams there, so it goes to housekeeping to be dealt with at the end. Ooh, we've got a 1-of-1 coming up. Let's go ahead and look at that legendary insert just because it was behind it. And, of course, you saw it was for the Rams. And here comes our 1-of-1. It's Cam Akers for the Rams with a 1-of-1 printing plate that is autographed. And that also happens to be our on-card autograph of this box. So nicely done, Rams, to get a one-of-one Cam Akers on-card autograph is quite a hit. Now, of course, the printing plates, keep in mind, are actually used in the creation of the cards. As such, they do often have scratches. They sometimes have dents and dings on them. I don't think that one did, but sometimes they have a series of like numbers and letters and codes and things printed on them. So just the moral of the story is they're usually not perfect because they are used to make the cards, of course. Donovan Peoples-Jones comes out for Cleveland and the Browns. And we have a hollow foil numbered to 199. It's a playoff ticket. It's Russell Wilson and going to Seattle. And there's a winning ticket, Russell Wilson, as a matter of fact. Let's go on and get that little advertising card as well. Round numbers, 2 different teams heading over there. To housekeeping once again. That round number happens to have both Rams, so we don't have to worry about it. Rookie of the Year, Chase Claypool, out for the Steelers. There's a Rookie of the Year, Jonathan Taylor, for the Colts. Followed by another Rookie of the Year insert. A lot of them all of a sudden. Brandon Ayuk for the 49ers. Got another redemption coming up, so now we've got a pair of redemptions that we'll be checking out at the end of the break. Legendary Riggins, Washington. Rookie of the Year, A.J. Green. And an MVP, Russell Wilson. Really, I guess you kind of have to hand it to the NFL for managing to pull off their complete season. I mean, certainly there were some COVID outbreak situations and some schedule changes and a few delays and things of that nature, but as a whole, they pulled it off pretty well. Alex is here. Hi, Alex. You must have the Browns tonight because he likes hitting Donovan Peoples-Jones, so got a little love for Cleveland in the room tonight. Of course, Cleveland looked pretty good this year. They played this year like I thought they were going to play last year. So I think Freddie Kitchens just messed them up last year. Now got a different coach, different group of people in the building giving those young men some guidance, because there are a lot of young men on that team. And they looked pretty darn good this year. So if Baker can continue to play at that level and they continue to draft well, I think the Browns, going to be looking pretty good. AFC North keeps getting younger and younger, and then I've still got my old man under center. And he keeps, he wants to play next year, and he'll take a salary cut, and et cetera, and I'm just like, I love you, Ben, for everything you've done for the Steelers, but it's time to retire, buddy. It really is. It was time to retire about a season or 2 ago. But my Pittsburgh Steelers are just too old in general. We're too old at too many important positions. We need to get a lot younger, but we have no salary cap room. And part of that is due to that Ben Roethlisberger contract, of course. Even if he takes less money and it gets restructured and they keep kicking the can down the road, it still doesn't solve a lot of problems. At some point, that money comes due, no matter how many times you change it up and restructure it. These wrappers are not cooperating right now. So I think we're pretty close to seeing Pittsburgh have to go into rebuild mode, which I'm not looking forward to, but you got to feel like if it's not, a season away, it's not more than probably 2 seasons away. Everybody's least favorite thing, right? Rebuild mode. 2 different teams is why that went to housekeeping area. First autograph we see out of box number 3, is James Robinson, and that's Jacksonville. And a Rookie of the Year for the Arizona Cardinals. An MVP insert for Gardner Minshew in Jacksonville. A winning ticket for Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City. And cards going 1,800 different directions. Ay, ay, ay. I see another autograph. We're just going to pluck it right off the pile. And it is Alexander Johnson for the Denver Broncos. Round numbers, but they happen to both be Raiders. So, you know where that one goes, of course. A Rookie of the Year, Jordan Love. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of that. Oh, nice hit here for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts. And that's on card. Very nice for the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, even if they do end up somehow switching back to Carson Wentz this year, I mean, I think Jalen Hurts is probably still got a future there. I mean, speaking of Carson Wentz, there was his MVP insert, but yeah, I don't know. It looked, had they left things the way they were, obviously, coach-wise, etc., it was going to be Jalen Hurts' team next year, but there's a Tua Rookie of the Year. But as it stands right now, after they fired their coach and they're kind of trying to get Carson back in the fold, and I guess part of that's going to be telling him he can move back to QB number 1 again, but I don't know if that's the best thing for anybody either, really. I think the guy probably could have done well with a fresh start somewhere, but anyway. There's an Adam Troutman. Isn't that our second Adam Troutman autograph? I think it is, which is kind of crazy considering that these is a loose box break. But anyway, there it is for the Saints. And a Chase Young Rookie of the Year. An MVP for Kyler Murray. And a Rookie of the Year for Michael Pittman Jr. Legendary Dan Marino. And we've got a playoff ticket hollow foil coming up. It's numbered to 199. It's going to the Rams. That's Jalen Ramsey. Also to the Rams is a Cam Akers Rookie of the Year insert. Round numbers, but we've got 2 different teams on there, so up to the top it goes. Freddie Swain, an autograph for Seattle and the Seahawks. An MVP, Ben Roethlisberger for Pittsburgh Steelers. And a Bo Jackson Legendary insert. All right, we are rolling into our 4th and final box tonight. See if we can make some magic happen here. If we're lucky, right? NR1229 has joined us in chat too. Hi, NR. Must have hit something for you as well, because I just looked over there and see you've typed in yes. But I'm not sure what time you typed it in, so I don't know which it was yours. Chat's been so quiet tonight, I wasn't looking over there as frequently as I normally do. Now, of course, remember, after we look through this box, we do still have the 2 redemptions that we'll go to the Panini website and check into. And then we'll also have the round numbers cards up there that had 2 different teams on them. And we'll have to use random.org to take care of them at the end of the break. So, and then after we do that, those 2 things, then we will come back and recap our autograph hits and any numbered cards that we have. So that's what's going to come up in the next few minutes. And then, of course, after all that, after the recaps, then I'll put up shipping information one final time, and we'll take another look at what's coming up in the days ahead if anybody joined late and missed any of that and wants to know the 411, we will be taking a look at it after we do all that other stuff. Peyton Manning, legendary for the Colts. And a Drew Brees winning ticket. Cincinnati, but Boyd. And Jeff Okudah, Rookie of the Year. And a winning ticket for Patrick Mahomes. Rookie of the Year, Cam Akers. Actually, I already miss football, you know. I do. I don't really want to. Hang on one second. This is an MVP, Josh Allen, that was coming up, but I wanted to see if that other was facing up long enough. I don't think that it was. So we hit a points card. You probably saw it go by there, but it happened to land inopportunely with the wrong side up, but I think I caught it in time, so that's good. We'll use random.org to give it out at the end of the break. It does mean that it replaced one of our hits. Meanwhile, we've got a numbered card here, and it's a Matt Ryan MVP card, numbered to 49 for the Atlanta Falcons. And there's a little Joe Burrow Rookie of the Year card. Go ahead and grab that and get it out of here. Those advertising cards, they use them liberally in certain products, and you don't see them at all in anything else. 2 different teams, so up to housekeeping it goes. And this year, contenders came out so late, it wouldn't have, I don't even think it mattered. MVP Baker Mayfield, because you weren't going to have time to enter the contest anyway. Darius Anderson, this is Indianapolis, and the Colts have an autograph. A Jalen Hurts, Rookie of the Year for the Eagles, another one of our advertising cards. An MVP, Jimmy Garoppolo. Quarterman, Shaquille Quarterman, and that is headed to Jacksonville, autograph. Both Patriots, so we don't have to worry about housekeeping with that particular insert. An MVP, Ezekiel Elliott for Dallas. A Rookie of the Year, Chase Young, Washington. And I see an autograph, or what I believe will be, since it's facing the opposite way in the pack. Antonio Gandy Golden. Oh, nice, because it's cracked ice too, huh? And numbered to 22 for the Washington football team. And it's on card, of course. And I'm sure you're wishing that was Chase Young, but still, that's a nice hit. It's a very nice hit for the Washington football team. So out of a 4-box loose break, we end up hitting a 1-of-1 autograph printing plate and a cracked ice. So I gotta say, not too bad, right? Gardner Minshew MVP for the Jags, that insert. Round numbers, but both Raiders. And an autograph for Colin Johnson. And that goes to Jacksonville. And there's the Colts and Michael Pittman Jr. There's another advertising card. And a few more little things to look at here before we wrap it up. And the last thing I see is a Dan Marino Legendary Inserts. Okay, so that's what's live in the product. Now let's take a look at let's do our redemptions first. And then after we do our redemptions, we'll deal with these round numbers cards and the points cards, okay? But first things first, let's flip redemptions. And the first one I see is Kenneth Murray. So Kenneth Murray is, I believe, isn't Kenneth Murray the Chargers? I think he is. And on the other side, Joe Burrow. Oh, you shoot and score if you have the Bengals tonight, because listen, the buy-in was low and the payoff is nice. All right, so we will go verify these on the Panini website, but man, Joe Burrow, monster hit there at the end on that redemption, and not too shabby on the other either, being a variation in Kenneth Murray. But first things first, let's hop over here and pull it up, take a look. Let me get myself on the right page. So obviously I thought we might find redemptions. I had everything ready, but the card set rookie ticket variation is the first one we're looking for. Rookie ticket variation. We're still going, still going. There it is. And card number 149 is going to be Kenneth Murray. There he is. Chargers as we expected. And looks like it is unnumbered. So if it had been numbered, it would be so noted off to the right. So I got that labeled up. Now let's go ahead and get our Joe Burrow verified. And it is rookie ticket RPS. So let's jump up here to that. And he is card number 101 right there at the top. Also an unnumbered hit, but that's okay because it's going to be really a nice one. And that is Cincinnati Bengals, of course, again, as we expected it to be. Now, let's go ahead and move over here to random because we're going to be using random in a second, but I'll bring you back to me first. So we have these cards that are round numbers, and each one of them you happen to have a different team in play. So you've got a team on the top and a team on the bottom, and if you look at it on the back, the one that's on the top is on the left, the one that's on the bottom is on the right. So we're just going to look at them from the back right now just to make it easier. And what I'm going to do is type in top or bottom, which again, the top is equal to the left on the back, the bottom is equal to the right side on the back. So maybe I'll do it like that. I'll type top slash left and bottom slash right. And what we'll do is this. Anytime we run random, we do it the same way. When we have 10 or more items in a list, I run random one single time. When we have 9 or fewer, which we will have here, then we just run random. Well, we run random 3 times, but only the third one counts. So those first 2 don't count. They're just in there, I don't know, because that's the way people like to do it. I frankly always want to do just one random ever, but yeah, I don't know. That's what everybody's used to. So that's the way we've done it for years and years and years. That's the way we always do it. So let's get back over here to random and see if we can't get these a new home. All right, so it was top. The top spot on the card is the left spot when you're looking at the back. The bottom spot on the card, again, is the right spot if you're looking at it from the back. Remember, it's going to be the third random, so you can ignore the first one, ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. There's 3 times our date and time stamp. It's going to go to the team on the bottom of the card, which again corresponds to the team that is on the right-hand side of the card if you look at it from the back, which is what we are going to do. We're going to look at them from the back. So we've got this one to the Cowboys, the Steelers, Packers, Falcons, Broncos, and Lions. That's how those multi-team cards have been awarded. Which brings us to our last random of the night, and that is this 250 points card. It replaced one of our hits. Unsurprisingly, since we had that Joe Burrow, they tend to do that. They give you a big hit in a box, and then they take one away using points cards. So That's often how that works. So this is pretty easy. Coming over here to copy all of the team names from our spreadsheet, and then we're going to just jump right back over to random.org. But this time, because we have more than 10 items in our list, obviously we've got 32 teams, we'll have 32 items. We're going to run random one single time, and wherever it ends up after we randomize, whatever team is in the number one spot after that, will be taking home this 250 points card. So good luck, everybody. Let's get our random going here. And it brings us to the Miami Dolphins. All right, so the Dolphins picking up the 250 points card. So let me get that labeled up. And then we are ready to do some recapping. So we'll first take a look at our numbered cards. There aren't a ton of them. Numbered to 49, it's Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. To 199, the Rams and Jalen Ramsey. 199, Russell Wilson and Seattle. And then Kirk Cousins to 49 for the Minnesota Vikings. Now the rest of our hits. Our 250 points card, which replaced an autograph hit, we used random.org to award it. It ended up going to the Dolphins. We have a pair of redemptions, neither of which will be numbered according to the Panini website, but pretty sweet. So that is a rookie ticket RPS for Mr. Joe Burrow and the Bengals, monster hit there, and a nice Kenneth Murray on the rookie ticket variation hit for the Chargers. And I have a Jacksonville Colin Johnson, a cracked ice numbered to 22, and also on card, that is Antonio Gandy Golden and Washington. More Jacksonville, that is Shaquille Quarterman. The Colts have Darius Anderson. The Seahawks with Freddie Swain. The Saints with Adam Troutman, and I believe there's another one of him coming up. This is a nice hit as well for the Eagles with an on-card signature for Jalen Hurts. The Broncos and Alexander Johnson. Here's Jacksonville again, James Robinson. Jacksonville did sneaky, kind of, weren't they? They had a sneaky good break. Donovan Peoples-Jones for the Browns, and we have this little beauty here, which is a 1-of-1 hard-signed on-card autograph printing plate for the Rams and Cam Akers. The Houston Texans come out next with Russ Blacklock and another Jacksonville hit, Divine, I can't say his last name. I didn't realize there were that many Jacksonville hits. That's crazy. James Prochet for the Ravens, the Minnesota Vikings and KJ Osborne, the Arizona Cardinals and Lawrence. And then here's where the other Adam Troutman that we got it started with tonight. So a pair of Adam Troutman that we ended up with. All right, so that is the break and the recap. Let me get our focus set back here to normal, and then we'll take one more pass through at take a look at shipping information and what's coming up in the days ahead and all that fun stuff. So let's get that up here. So once again, just as a general reminder, we are still sitting here under quite a bit of ice, where we've had an ice storm, a winter storm that dumped a bunch of ice on us. And even though the freezing rain has subsided, we've had power outages. They're expecting us to have more. So far unaffected. Hope it stays that way. But in case it does not, please be aware that if your package is a little bit late going out, that could be why. Or if for some reason we can't do the break tomorrow night, would be if I didn't have power, just be aware of that sort of stuff. But we've made it this far, so I'm hopeful that we'll be able to carry on and hang on to our power through all this fun stuff. And we are looking now at what is coming up in the days ahead. So when we come back tomorrow night, we're going to be working on Leaf Metal Draft Baseball Jumbo, another full case of Jumbo, which each box has a slabbed 1-of-1 proof that is also autographed. So that's kind of cool. Saturday, Sunday, Monday will all be off nights, and we'll come back on Tuesday night and open another case of the TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, the 2021 series. So that's what the days ahead look like. And whoops, got hit the wrong thing there, didn't I? We went on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And yeah, I guess that's got it covered for me. Oh, NR 1229. Oh, he must have had the Eagles. He's like in the Hertz. So if you had the Eagles, yeah, that was an excellent hit for you. And Nick, oh, see there, Nick had that Cam Akers 1 of 1. That's pretty sweet too, Nick. So congrats, man. Yeah, for loose boxes, I think we did real well. I mean, a 1 of 1 on-card auto printing plate, plus a Joe Burrow autograph hit, plus the cracked ice. I mean, I think we did very well, honestly, for a loose box break. So sometimes it works out that way. It did tonight. So thanks everyone for being here. I appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week and your weekend. If I don't see you again tomorrow night, please do come back and see me sometime soon. In the meantime, stay safe and warm and dry and happy and healthy.